Every parable Jesus ever told has a key. One parable unlocks all the others. One story, understood correctly, gives you the interpretive framework for every seed, every vineyard, every lost coin, every wedding banquet, every closed door. Jesus identified it himself. In Mark 4:13, after explaining the parable of the sower to his disciples privately, he turns to them and asks, "Do you not understand this parable? How then will you understand all the parables?" Not some of the parables, all of them, which means everything we have covered so far, and everything still to come, has a root that goes down into this one story. And if that root is misunderstood, every parable built on top of it will be slightly or significantly wrong. So let's get it right. Jesus goes out to teach beside the Sea of Galilee. The crowd is so large he gets into a boat and speaks from the water while they stand on the shore. And he begins, "A sower went out to sow. The seed falls on 4 types of ground. The path, hard, compacted, trampled by foot traffic. The seed sits on the surface. Birds come and take it. Rocky ground, thin soil over limestone. The seed sprouts quickly because the rock holds warmth. But the roots cannot go deep. When the sun rises, it scorches. No moisture, no depth. It withers. Thorny ground, soil that looks productive, but is already occupied. The thorns grow up alongside the grain and choke it. It produces no fruit. Good soil, deep, receptive, unoccupied. It produces 30, 60, 100-fold. Simple, familiar. Most people nod through it. But here are 3 things hiding in this parable that change everything. The first thing, the 4 soils are not 4 types of people. This is the most common misreading of this parable, and Jesus' own explanation does not support it. Read his interpretation carefully in Matthew 13:18-23. He does not say, some people are path people and some people are rocky ground people. He describes conditions, receptivity states, moments of hearing. The same person can be all 4 soils across a lifetime, or even across a single season. Hard in one area, shallow in another, choked in a third, receptive in a fourth. The parable is not a personality test. It is a diagnostic tool. The question is not, which soil am I? The question is, in what condition is my heart receiving this word right now? Origen, the 3rd century church father who called this the parable of parables, wrote that the soils represent not fixed categories of people, but variable conditions of the soul. He observed that the same person who received the word shallowly in youth might become deep soil in maturity, and the person who was once deep soil might, through neglect, become thorny ground. The soils are not destinations, they are conditions. The second thing, the sower is reckless. This detail is almost never preached, because it seems like a distraction from the main point. But look at where the seed falls. The path, the rocky ground, the thorns. 3 out of 4 landing places are places where any experienced farmer would know in advance that seed would not survive. A 1st century Palestinian farmer did not sow randomly. He knew his land. He knew which ground was compacted, which was rocky, which was already full of thorns. And yet, the sower in this parable broadcasts seed across all of it. Good ground and bad ground alike. Scholars at the Cambridge Bible Commentary have noted that this reflects a specific ancient Near Eastern farming practice where sowing preceded plowing, meaning the farmer would scatter seed broadly across the entire field before turning the soil. What looked like bad ground from the surface might be transformed by the plow that followed. The recklessness of the sower is not incompetence, it is hope. It is the decision to scatter seed even on ground that currently looks unreceptive, because the farmer knows that ground can change. The third thing, only one soil produces fruit, but the fruit varies. 30, 60, 100-fold. Most treatments of this parable focus entirely on the contrast between the 3 failed soils and the 1 good soil. But Jesus specifies that even within the good soil, the results are not uniform. Some produce 30, some 60, some 100. The New Testament scholar Craig Keener documented that an average harvest in 1st century Palestine yielded between 7-fold and 10-fold. 30 was exceptional. 60 was extraordinary. 100-fold was virtually unheard of, the kind of yield that would have made the crowd catch their breath. Jesus is not just describing success versus failure. He is describing a spectrum of fruitfulness within success itself. The good soil is not a single category. It is a range, from the genuinely good to the extraordinary, which raises a question the parable never directly answers. What is the difference between the 30 and the 100? Jesus does not say. He leaves it open, as if the answer is something each hearer must discover in the cultivation of their own ground. Now, why is this the key to all the other parables? Because every parable Jesus told is itself a seed. It contains within itself the full potential of its meaning. Whether it produces understanding, 30, 60, or 100-fold, depends entirely on the condition of the ground it falls on. The same parable that wrecks one person leaves another completely unmoved. Not because the seed is different, because the ground is. This means that everything in this series, every parable we have covered, everyone still to come, is falling on ground right now, your ground. And the question is not whether you understand the historical details or the Greek words or the cultural context. The question is what kind of ground you are bringing to each one. Because the seed is the same for everyone, the harvest is not. Comment below. Which soil do you think describes the condition of your heart most honestly right now? Not which soil you want to be, which one you actually are. Because this parable rewards honesty more than any other. Tomorrow, the mustard seed. And the reason Jesus chose that specific image, in that specific culture, was far more subversive than most people realize.